Jason, you have your own channel.
I do, yeah. It's called Cycling Unboxed. If you're a lycra wanker like I, and you like to
one of those cunts that ride double-breasted on the road without paying their taxes. This guy.
Yeah, that's me. If you want to see bike unboxings, gear reviews, just general bike shenanigans, I'm your man.
Not even just bikes. You did
Plug
goggles
the channel,
the other
bro.
day, or
Cycling
the
Unboxed,
thing
yeah?
for your...
That's true. Anything triathlete-wise as well. I'm also a triathlete nerd.
Yes, you are indeed, mate. Yeah. Mate, you know what? There is no one I actually know personally that is kind of as fanatical about fitness as you. And like you actually, credit to Jason. Jason is one of the reasons that I went on the journey that I've been going on.
Cheers, man.
We had that conversation, didn't we?
We did.
It's, very emotional. Jason's has a few beers and he's just like, I love you, man, but goddamn, please. I don't want to lose I was like, oh shit. I was like, I've made Jason cry. Like, I better start losing some weight, boys. Like, fucking hell. Like, it was pretty emotional, but no, I do appreciate that, dude. And you know what? I wouldn't be where I am now.
It means a lot, man.
It certainly wouldn't be four of us sitting on this fucking sofa. That's for sure. If not, yeah, we are where we are. But yeah, Jason has an awesome channel called Cycling Unboxed. Definitely check it out. We'll throw a link up in the bio. Maybe throw up a little on the screen. Arthur, I'll leave that to you.
Absolutely. Free advertising.
What? Free advertising.
Plugins done.
To all of our free viewers.
Yes. But no,
Absolutely,
mate, it's awesome content if you enjoy the lycra wanker lifestyle.
Yeah.
Mate, you're all over the world as well, dude. I'm so jealous. Like, motherfuckers just like...
biking all
God
over.
damn, man's just like, I don't have time for a job. I'm cycling Spain. I'm just like, God damn, where's this lifestyle for me, bro? God damn.
I am hardcore fun employed right now.
Mate, honestly.
Fun employed. Oh, the life, the life.
Spain is calling my name frequently.
So you pitched this to the group, right? You were like, look, we've got a place in Mallorca, you cheap flights, free accommodation, come over. Everyone immediately was like, yes, I'm there. When are we going? You're like, yeah, whenever, bro. Like next year, multiple trips. There's one condition.
Here are the ground rules.
What's that condition, Jays?
You have to cycle. If you come into Mallorca, you got to be doing some big rides.
Yeah. There's
I
4
would love
mountains you got to cycle up.
So baby steps, right?
I take a motorcycle?
Yeah. It's a cycle.
Does that count?
It's
got 2 wheels. I'll rent a scooter.
What bike you got, Jason? Oh, CFR. What you got? It's a 1200cc BMW.
Fucking Yamaha R1, mate. Fucking flying up them mountains. I was like, I'll see you in... No, to be fair, you probably cycle faster than me anyway.
There are some guys up there, and there's like a cafe at the top.
Always a cafe, mate.
Always a
Oh,
cafe.
look, you can pull birds,
But, they absolutely rip it round on their motorbikes.
Yeah, fair,
and they go up, they have a glass of wine, they go,
God,
they go
God,
down
God,
for another
God,
loop,
yeah.
they come back up to the top again.
C'est très
Another glass of wine.
sophisticated.
Oh, mon chéri. They're all there with their jugs of fucking sangria, just like up in the Spanish
How
mountains.
drunk are these guys right
They
now?
go all the way up, take a sip.
Filling their helmets, drinking out the
They've all
helmets.
got camel packs on with sangria in it, mate. They're just like, fill us up, love. They don't even get off the bike, mate. It's like a refuel station.
Stop
Some
every
Spanish woman with a carafe just comes out and starts pouring in
and
fucking
then
sangria.
they stop every half mile for some cheese.
Yeah. On the way down, mate, they're like, slice a bite.
Baby steps, though, right? I have done London to Brighton twice.
Yeah, it's great.
Oh, my boy.
That's not a baby step.
2018, I can't remember.
That's
Haven't
a
done it in
2-hour
ages.
drive.
Got, well,
With
54
minimum
miles.
training as well.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I need a new bike this year, and I'm going to do it at my mate race again.
Oh, I love it.
So
Great, man.
maybe you can help me get a bike.
For sure, man. Yeah.
Do you know anyone that does a channel where they recommend bikes?
Let me try and think.
So what's the next giveaway? A bike?
Yeah, I wish. That's what I want to build up to.
Honestly, that'd be it's awesome. So no, mate, honestly, like I love seeing the content as well because me and you are both quite big into like you've been doing your viral like YouTube content, but like your drones as well. Like you've got the FPV drone still. Have you? No?
Yeah, I don't really film much with it. I just piss
man,
around.
I know.
You need to use it more. You need to use it more. I love it. I need to use mine more, and I can't wait because we are going to Tomorrowland Winter in 8 weeks, and I am literally in the gym like every day, just like leg press. Yeah, dude. Honestly,
Nice.
Mate, we all gonna need it.
mate, honestly, like I was on the leg press machine. Mate, I used to be able to like, obviously where my weight would help me, but I'd be like, I could do so much. I was like, I did 90 kgs on the leg press yesterday, and I was like, my leg. I was like, I did like maybe 5 or 6 reps, and I was like, fuck, man, this is so much harder than I remember doing like leg press.
That's mad.
I remember Tom took me once, and I was like,
Oh,
this is easy. And Tom was like fucking like losing his shit because he's like, how can you max out the leg press?
He will kill you.
But then like, yeah, honestly, and then he's just like, all right, try this. And then I'm just like 13 kilograms. I'm like, he's there with like 36s in each arm. I'm like, fucking what the hell? Like,
One thing you're gonna have though is massive calves.
oh, bro, honestly.
Yeah.
When
like,
big guys lose weight,
yeah.
like the calves, like they just stay. They're the envy. Any gym
the
goer,
envy, yeah.
it's like, oh man, I love you.
So that's the tack. I need to get really fat. to
Yeah,
get
yeah,
good
yeah.
calves.
Yeah.
You know what?
Write that
Carry
down,
yourself around. Carry your weight for a fucking good few years, bro.
Yeah.
Like, or just wear like fucking 100 kgs on your back every day, and walk around with your daily life, mate, and just fucking love
But you're a
life.
PT, so this is official advice.
Mega
Fuck.
calves, yeah.
Yeah, mega carbs,
Just put
mate.
100
You need to get to
kilo
at least
backpacks
30
on.
fucking.
You gotta live with a 100 kg backpack on.
And then your
Eat,
calves will be
sleep,
big.
and drink with it, mate, and fucking then your calves will be swole. Like, goddamn, mate. Honestly, can you imagine, like, just actually, like, the thought of, right? Obviously, I don't want to take up the whole pod with my weight loss, but like 100 kilograms. Like, imagine having that on your back every.
Is that what
fucking
you've
day.
lost?
104 kg.
Oh,
That's
my
disgusting.
God.
That is
I
insane.
know, so-
Most people can't even pick
Mate,
up
that's
that weight.
that's probably more than what you weigh, or at least one
Yeah.
of like
Yeah,
most
I'm
of
80
you.
kg.
Yeah,
I'm 85.
Well, there
yeah.
you go. So,
You've
yeah,
lost more than the average
lost-
person.
Yeah.
I've lost an individual off this sofa, and that's why you fit on it now.
Yeah, big time. Yeah. I've got space
We
as
could
well,
get
you
another
know.
kg on here.
Yeah.
Another 20. Get another 20 on, boys. Mate, yeah, fucking. But no, yeah. So it's. I mean, I did a walk around Virginia Waters recently with Christian. I remember doing it about 2-3 years ago,
Great place to walk.
and getting probably about a quarter of the way around and being like, I had like really bad sciatica, just general like obviously leg problems and everything. And literally like walked around, got a coffee. I was like, fuck it, we'll do the long loop. Did like a 10K in like an hour and a half. We were like, oh, this is great. Like just a nice little stroll, fucking walk around.
It's a
I was
lovely
like,
walk as
got
well.
in my
It's a great
car and
walk,
I was
isn't
like,
it?
I feel great after this. And then
And
we
then
went
we
on
went
that
for a
night out.
sesh, yeah.
And then we went on that night
Oh, it
out,
was
and then we were
that
dancing.
night.
Yeah, it was the same
Yeah.
night. I was like, I get a call literally the last 5 minutes from the fucking
Now
on
you've
the
done
walk.
something healthy.
And then Luke's just like, yo, so we going out. And then we went on that massive night, and we were walking
night.
all over Guildford as
All
well.
night,
Like,
yeah.
yeah, mate, it was wild.
You
So
were running.
I was
you were running down the street.
Running.
It's not exactly flat in Guildford either, is it?
no.
mate, honestly. But no,
No,
it was,
Sam
I
Fran
mean,
in Guildford,
I was running down the hill because I'd just been told off by a guy after climbing in his van. So
Oh yeah.
I was like, oh, God.
So, are we back on a night out story
Yeah,
now?
oh,
Are we?
man, no, I know.
So,
It never
so-
ends.
yeah,
That's
so-
all we do.
Jason is doing an Iron Man this year,
Oh, yeah.
which is absolutely insane.
Yeah, the full Iron Man.
Yeah,
I've
what
done
does it
a lot of
entail?
halves.
So what is that? I mean, obviously, we
For the
have-
viewer, for the benefit of the viewer.
Yeah.
Describe a full Ironman.
A full Ironman is like a very long triathlon. So you've got a 3.8 kilometer swim, you've got a 180 kilometer bike ride, and then you have to finish it off with a marathon.
Nice.
All in a day.
No.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
a one.
yeah.
It's a one of
Drown.
those things.
2 meters in.
back to back.
You don't have like 365
So, do
days
you-
to complete.
No, you got.
How does it start? Is it swim, cycle, then run?
Yes, that's
Okay,
the
so
order.
that's
yeah.
your. Oh my days, mate. Honestly,
Yeah.
like.
Phileas Fogg over
Mate,
here. That's
honestly,
mad.
at least you kind of get the sit down after the swim because, mate, I fucking
To dry your feet.
I
Dry your feet,
yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Get
up
the
for
wind
telling
on
your
you. Get
triathlon
the wind on you.
story,
Yeah,
Luke.
yeah, yeah. Oh, go on,
Absolutely.
Come on.
Go
All
on.
right, what's this thing?
So Luke's first ever triathlon. We're at Thorpe Park, great triathlon by the way.
Yeah.
And Luke comes out the water, and basically it's a sprint triathlon, so you've got to be quick in transition. You got to just put your cycling shoes on and go. But Luke decides to sit down. He doesn't realize everyone's watching him, but he's getting a towel. He's going in between his toes, puts the sock on. He goes to the
Are we timed? Are we timed?
Swap feet. I didn't put my feet down to keep them dry.
And everyone else is running through with their fucking like
That's
wet socks
brilliant.
on.
And he doesn't realise our partners are sitting there filming him, and they've got like this 4-minute video.
Zooming in on his toes. What are those?
It's just a video of you just drying your feet.
Yeah, mate. And then
Yeah,
out of
I'm laughing
nowhere,
at you.
I thought I was there by myself in transition, and out of nowhere, I think it was your sister. It was like, Luke, fucking get up!
Starts doing a pedicure, just like, ooh, I think I'll have this now, Varnish.
He's got some fucking like Asian lady giving him a foot massage, mate, and a pedicure. Like, he's like, oh, mate, I don't know, fire that one down a little bit more.
You go in your own time, big boy.
He's getting the cup fucking treatment on his back and everything.
Towel drying my hair. hair. And
Jason's already finished.
He's filming him, yeah.
He's fucking washing his feet still. He's like, I still ain't done the run.
I don't think it was 4 minutes, but it was enough time for them to shout at you.
yeah. They were losing their patience by that point. They were like, "This is not how you do a sprint triathlon." Well, it's first, like straight out of the water, because like swimming in open water. If you've not done it, if you're only ever used to swimming pool swimming,
Lake or
it was
Lake.
well, yeah,
Okay,
it was
yeah.
a
You're more
lake.
buoyant though, right?
Very reedy lake.
so,
Yeah, it was
obviously,
so
me
dirty.
and your brother during the summer we were
Yes.
swimming at the Keys.
So that's
So
okay.
it's similar to that. Or was
The Keys,
okay,
Yes.
the Keys is okay. It's fairly clean. Thorpe Park is
Oh,
not clean.
filth. Okay, so
Yeah.
dirty water. Right.
And every now and then a little weed touches your foot, and you're like,
Motherfucker, it makes you swim faster though, Jason. You see the seaweed touch his foot, and all of a sudden he's just fucking.
It's like a riding
It's like
crop.
turns to breath. He turns into like fucking what's his
Michael
name?
Phelps,
No,
I'm not doing fly.
He's doing
the SpongeBob movie.
Yeah,
David Hasselhoff. Yes.
I was gonna say that or the fucking don't mess with the Zohan when he's chasing down a water ski, jet ski,
Oh,
doing
yeah.
the butterfly out of the water. Like,
yeah.
he's like a dolphin. Like shit, like a
man.
little bit of seaweed touches your toe, you're like, ooh. You know that face you pull as well. Whenever something touches your foot in the sea, you're like, ooh.
Oh,
It doesn't matter how many times you can't even get used to it. If
Oh,
it does
mate,
it, you're like,
I hate seaweed. I hate like you just think I don't know what it is. And I think ever since I was a kid, my asshole older brothers made me watch Jaws. Jaws, when I watched, I must have been like 6. And like, it was quite, it's still like, if you watched it today, it's quite suspense building.
it is actually
Yeah,
done
And like,
well,
as a
isn't
kid,
it?
as a kid, suspense building is like terrifying because you're like, what's happening? What's happening? And you're like, oh my
real.
God. And I'll get into swimming pools now and I'll have an irrational, like, is there a shark? I'm like, I'm in a fucking swimming pool.
I didn't have
like,
a bath for 6 months.
Like, yeah. mate,
Got
honestly.
to
Well,
be
we had
honest.
this conversation as well, mate, right? Have any of you ever had, when you're in the shower, you get like soap in your eye, you feel like you're going to get attacked by like some shower demon or something dumb. Like, you're just like, who's there? When in that moment of blindness, you're just there like panicking for no reason. Like the fucking psycho killer's going to be just like, come up behind you and just shank you.
No, the worst one's when some prick uses the hot water or water and other
Oh, the
elsewhere in
toilet
the house.
flushes or something, and then all of a sudden you're like scolding. Yeah, I used to love doing that. I'd hear him fucking shower and I'd be like, flush the toilet. I mean, because it always used to happen to me. I don't know if it was like when Lex would stay around, but I'd be in the shower and then all of a sudden I'd just be like, it would just turn on like the sun was just raining its fucking full force onto my skin. And I like a
Oh, yeah, you got nowhere to move in your shower as well.
Oh,
You-
mate, no, my
That's
shower
like-
was massive. Your one was, my old one, my other one was great. It was that fucking
was it?
huge one in the old flat, wasn't it?
Oh, okay. Yeah,
I swear you were like, oh yeah, we had me. I swear you banged in my old shower because you were like, it's big enough. It's like a 2-person shower.
on record, I did not do that.
Oh, okay.
I can neither
motherfucker
confirm or
was
deny
like,
that
oh,
information.
Yeah. On the record. Oh, mate, I swear someone said like, oh, this is big enough to fucking, like, it was a big shower. Like,
Let's
it
go
was big
back
enough
there.
to hold me and I was like fucking fat as fuck then.
Wasn't it a shower
true,
bath?
true.
No.
It was
No,
just
you had
It
the
was-
proper
but
shower.
I had like, it
I
was
had
like,
the
Left
fucking
cubicle.
it was
shower
like a
bath.
double cubicle.
Right to hack in a bloody, what do you call it, shower curtain and stuff. Yeah.
Oh yeah, yours was shit. Mine actually like fully closed. I was like, this is great. I was like, got the shower, got the fucking ensuite bathroom. You had the car parking space.
Life balances itself, right?
You know what? You moved in late. I had plain walls for a year. No, I mean obviously, I thought it was great. I love that old shower. I wish, like, I prefer like a walk-in shower than I do a shower bath.
There was a place in Farnham. In fact, it's a London-based thing. It's called Vitivoni.
Vitavoni.
Yeah, which backwards is innovative.
Oh,
I know,
fucking
right?
in unimaginative.
Yeah,
more
yeah.
like. God damn. Let me
it was-
just
My
put
name
words
is
backwards.
Mossad.
It was a show. I mean, there's loads everywhere, right? But it was a showroom for not just bathroom stuff, furniture, and they had like full exhibits of like walk-in showers,
Yeah,
like
mate, they're sick.
so good, like a
Got the
stage
golden
where
faucets,
you
mate,
wash,
the fucking-
Ones where like
and it jets on the side.
Oh, they're sick.
and
Ones
then
where you
another
put-
stage where you dry.
One where you literally, no matter where you're standing, every fucking orifice of you is getting
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
blasted by
Oh,
water.
that's
Just like,
gonna be clean.
It's like, whoa, hold
Is
up, wait a
it
minute.
like a bed shop where you have to test it out? You know,
Yeah, you don't want to. You don't want to
Mate,
drop
right,
the soap
oh
in
my
there.
God.
yeah.
walk in with a
Saying
dressing
that.
gown and a...
saying
Like getting your money's worth.
on that subject, right? Funny as fuck, right? My parents are good fucking 15 years ago were shopping to renovate our old bathroom. Obviously, my sisters are what? Fucking... They're 20 now, actually. So it might have been 15, 17 years ago. So they're obviously out shopping with my little sisters, and they're in B&Q, and obviously they know no better, but they're walking around the shop, and like they've kind of like let they're obviously old enough to kind of wander around a bit on their own. One of the girls has gone over to one of the showcase bathrooms, seen a toilet, opened it, and taken a shit. And was taking a shit in a showroom bathroom.
There was no water in there.
No, there wasn't, but they don't think that. They just see a toilet. And as a kid, like they've just been shown out, like they've just been taught to use a toilet. So they see a toilet, they need the toilet. They're like,
yeah, you just taught me this.
Mate,
I got this. Hold my bag.
My parents, my mum was like, I'm fucking mortified, but she's like, just grab them and run, mate. So some poor B&Q employee.
No, she didn't dump and dash this.
Turned in the fucking showcase.
I can imagine your mum with 2 kids on her arm.
Shitty arseholes. Just
Giving it absolute legs out of a fucking showroom.
got out of there quick.
Like fucking, they didn't buy anything, mate. They're like, right, time to leave. Like, you know, it's like those fucking. You see those videos where it's just like caught on CCTV. Some like woman just shitting and like jiggling her trouser leg. And
that kid falling out his shorts.
Have you guys seen that old video of the guy that steals the TV? But
He's walking backwards. That's what I was thinking about.
because it's so
when you were
flat.
saying about me losing weight, I was just like, oh yeah, I can just like, I'll be able to turn sideways and disappear from CCTV. Like. But yeah, literally, like that video is great. So if you haven't seen it, bit of context. There's a guy stuck a flat screen TV under his arm. Arthur, throw it up.
Yeah.
And he's looking at all the
later.
CCTV as he walks through the building. He's got a TV under arm. So there's the CCTV. Obviously, the perspective of these still cameras can only see him in almost like 2D. And he's got this, you don't realize he's got a TV under his arm until he gets to the front door, turns around and sprints. And then all you see is this 40-inch TV under his arm, and he's just fucking running out with it.
He just looks weird. He's
just staring at the
weird.
camera, walking backwards, like just, he's obviously done his research, mate.
Yeah.
I tell you what though, the second, well, other than that being comically funny, I used to work at Sainsbury's, and obviously on the customer service desk, used to see some shit. I mean, like one instance, I had to kick a dude out of the shop for smelling and licking children's shoes.
Oh,
Bit weird.
Oh, lovely.
But the best like thing I'd ever seen, I do not endorse this, just so you know. However, very clever. Bought himself brand new 65-inch TV, walked out, put it in his car, walked back in, picked up another, and walked out with it. And when he got stopped, he went, oh, here's my receipt.
Oh.
2 for 1, baby. Buy one, get one free. Had a
That's
receipt
genius.
That's pretty
for the
good.
fucking TV. And then a week later, tried to return it. But we realised he'd done this. So he was like, I'm going to get my money back and keep a TV,
no,
thinking he
no,
got away with
no.
it. Why would you come back to the same store, you dumb
Yeah,
fuck?
that's so
You've
true.
done something so smart, gotten away with it, and then come back to the scene of the crime, and like, I was just like, oh, you come to
Quit
return
while you're
it.
ahead, bro.
Yeah,
But I knew.
How did you greet him?
I
Hello,
mean, so-
motherfucker.
Yeah. Hello, motherfucker.
Surprise, motherfucker.
No, like I've clocked it. I'm like, oh fuck, like this is
what,
the
at the
guy.
time?
Like, yeah. Well, he's come to return it. I'm on the customer service desk, and he's like, oh, can I return this TV? It was going to be a gift for my son for his new place. Like, I made up this whole story.
But I already had one for him.
I wish he'd said that. Yeah, literally. But he's like, actually, no, he bought himself a TV or some bullshit like that.
Okay.
You were like, let's see the
And I was
footage.
just like, oh, yeah. Well, no, I was literally like, oh, fuck. And then I was like, oh, yeah, I can't actually do a refund on that because it's like just, I need my security, like my supervisor, to call my supervisor down. And like,
Lock down the store.
as they're walking
Quarantine
over,
the store.
as they're walking over, this guy's like, he's starting to look a bit shifty as well. I think he realized kind of what was coming his way. Because I like walked out, quickly said, I think this is the guy that robbed the TV last week. Security come over and like detain this guy.
Yeah.
And literally they're pulling up the CCTV footage and literally like 10 minutes, I don't see it for a little bit. Come back, 30 minutes later, the police come in. I'm like,
We got you.
ladies and gentlemen, we got him. We got him. And I was literally like, I can't believe
so
I
cool.
remembered. Like, I was
Mate,
like, holy
fair
shit.
play.
Did your store ever have like, I can't even remember what ours was at Waitrose, but like a code to call the manager over?
Oh,
Because
what,
imagine,
for such shit? No,
yeah,
but
you just spoke to him and they went, yeah, just 1 second, then got on the tunnel.
we have a
Clean up
4019.
on aisle
Yeah.
42.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
like,
secret code.
Yeah,
I
we
love that. You just get all the
We have a
managers
TV
rushing.
thief at the customer service desk. And, he's looking pretty shifty.
He's running.
Have you seen that clip of? Sorry, Arthur, to ask you to throw someone else out, but have you seen that clip? Right, so it's basically someone filming on their phone a CCTV footage of this guy like blatantly stealing from a shop, and you're like, oh, what an idiot! And then it pans to the guy that they've detained, and they're holding him in the CCTV room, and he's watching the CCTV footage back of him nicking.
That's what I was imagining when I said run the footage, make him watch it.
He's just there like,
What are you doing here, sir?
that's my twin.
Yeah.
Is that your boy?
I've never seen him before in my life. Pick him up, take him.
For how long can you deny that shit?
Mate, honestly, like just fucking caught with your pants down, and all of a sudden he's just like, yeah, no, that's not me. That's my alter ego, Hugo. But mate, honestly, some of the shit people try and get away with baffled me when I worked at like in retail. Is just. And don't get me wrong, right? There's some sad instances where people are like stealing food because they can't afford it. But coming in to steal a 65-inch TV, you fucking cheeky bastard.
Did I ever tell you when I kind of stopped a shoplifter in St.
Yes,
it was like
trolley.
outside. No. I just shoulder barged him.
Shoulder barge.
That was a cricket bat. It was a cricket bat.
Shoulder bar.
No. He's just like running out. I'd just like getting my bearings, close the door, parked quite close, parked in disabled. Fuck it. No, I didn't really. And this guy was just running towards me, like in a split second. I just went, "Not today, bitch!" Just shoulder barged
Running towards him.
He fell on the floor. It kind of hurt afterwards. I must have hit him pretty hard. But you know when you're in the moment. No, that's not how I broke
Turns
my
out
collarbone.
the guy's wife was pregnant. He was in the shop and he was like, got the call, but he's fucking giving birth.
I was thinking
And
this.
Arthur's just decked some random
I was like,
dude.
you never know the circumstance.
Yeah.
Like, it could have had nothing to do with it.
Did you double tap?
Double tap.
He just curb stops. Give him the people's elbow.
choke slam.
Can you smell the justice?
And the security guard was just like, yeah, cheers, mate.
I mean, honestly,
I just did your fucking job for you.
They don't give a fuck, mate. They don't give a fuck. Honestly, like when we used to work there, they'd be like, "Yeah, don't try and stop people stealing. Like, just let them do it because
like,
you never know what they'll do."
Well, that's
Like,
true.
So they're like, yeah, it's not worth getting like stabbed over for a fucking couple of pork chops that they're nicking from the fucking fresh counter or something.
Mate, our manager was a feisty woman, though. She used to just grab them by the neck
Oh,
and
mate,
put
yeah,
them back
fucking
in and
right.
shit.
I love that shit. Like, I'm just like, yeah, mate, fucking do them. But like, it's
That story.
The issue is we're too lenient now. We just let people do what they want. Like,
That story reminds me. So I think it was last week. The story in Colombia of this kid that found
different vibe.
He found like a briefcase full of £200,000 in drug money, found it in cash and handed it to the police, handed it to authorities, and they were like, "Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Here's a $100 gift card."
He's just there, like, smiling, happy as chat, mate.
Can I change my mind?
To be fair, you don't know if he's already siphoned 100k.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's gone home with his extra 100, just like
Well,
he's lighting his cigar with that fucking hundo. Just
if he
laughing,
didn't,
mate.
he knows for next time he finds that much money.
Yeah.
What was it?
Here's another one.
Yeah.
There was
Feels a bit lighter.
The
this
police
one.
plant it.
yeah, mate. Yeah, you never know. Like, well, what was it? There was someone recently that found like 2 million quid's worth of cocaine on a beach, and
Like buried in the sand.
no, just like washed up.
Buried in his
A
nose.
boat had gone over or something, like a drug smuggling boat, and it had obviously all washed up on the shore.
Before we carry on, how big do you reckon 200k?
Oh no, I'm talking packages.
It was massive.
Packages.
It was a lot.
Because
What, here?
when I can't remember. I think it was in England. Someone finds all this cocaine, calls it in, and then they're obviously checking all the CCTV footage. Turns out someone else had found it, picked up a brick and run off with it, and he got arrested. Jail for 8 years for stealing fucking
Jeez,
like essentially smuggled drugs. So
What would you
literally,
do
like,
with it?
He should have faced the camera and walked backwards into the sea.
into the ocean. Just motherfucker turns into Poseidon, just starts doing loads of
What's he
lines,
doing?
just like-
I'm doing a triathlon.
Hops off.
Just reverse though. It's just like it's like the fucking reverse stealing. It's like if you watch Harry Potter backwards, it's about some
so it
sad
looks like he's
kid
picking
turning
it back.
into a bit. Yeah. Man's just
Very
like, the footage just goes all weird. But mate, honestly, like just stuff like that, like unless it's like so secluded, you just aren't getting away with it. Like honestly, there's too many, especially in this country, too many cameras.
England is camera
To be honest,
country.
if anything washes up on the shores nowadays, they just send it to Rwanda.
Back on the plane.
Love that.
Oh, fuck's sake. Yeah, it's bad, isn't it? But like just stuff like that, like just to think like the drop in the ocean as well, literally. 2 million quid's worth of cocaine. It's nothing to them as well. Like they expect to lose.
Well, it's 2 million here, but it's not over in Colombia.
No. Well, literally, what was it? Someone was telling me from work. They were like, "Oh, yeah, I went to Colombia recently." He's like, "Oh no, it was Bogdan. It was Bogdan. He was telling us." I was like,
he didn't really.
Yeah, Bogdan.
He knows all the conversion rates.
Someone else we know called Bogdan.
Yeah, some individual we met once was like, "Yeah, I went to Colombia recently." He was like, "Yeah, I was paying like $3 for a gram of cocaine." He was like, "The purest shit of my life." And he's just like 100 quid over here. So yeah, the fucking I'm like, this math ain't mathin'. So, like, how much are these import charges?
You have to do quite a lot to lose your Uber license. I wouldn't worry about it.
Yeah.
It's like getting kicked out of True, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, we've come full circle.
No, you know what? All they're going to do is fucking confiscate his Tesco fucking club card. Like, you know what? Slap on the wrist. No more fucking fuel points for you, lad.
Yeah, we're taking your next voucher.
Yeah. Your nectar card, mate. Your nectar card. Fucking hell. But yeah, mate, stuff like that is so mad when you just think like how much money one is in that industry. Why we don't?
in
people are going
circulation,
to do it. Why don't we just tax this shit and just let people do what they want
agree.
to do?
It is one of those things where they've been losing that fight for like 60 years.
Oh, way longer than
It's like,
that.
when are you
Way
going to
longer
wake
than
up?
that.
Like,
Yeah, it's just like, fuck it. Just
Pretty sure
Stop.
it's worse than that. They're fucking helping grow the shit, man.
Yeah,
Like
well, yeah,
opioids
yeah,
and stuff in
goddamn.
Afghanistan, etc.
Yeah.
it's, mate, honestly, like, it's a conspiracy.
Conspiracy theories.
Conspiracy. Mate,
it's not a
honestly.
conspiracy.
Well,
Josh goes to us the other day, boys.
No, today, I messaged the pod today, the pod chat saying, boys, like, think of some conspiracy theories. Because all day at work, one of the boys that I work with was just like, we were banging on about conspiracies. And literally, like, I was like, this plays so well. Like, I was out last night with work, and my old account manager is a bit of a fucking, not, I say a crackhead, he's not actually a crackhead, but some of the shit he says is wild. And we're having a few rums, as you do after 4 p.m. on a Wednesday, and just gets more and more wild. And his customer turns up, and he's still talking about these conspiracy theories. And I'm like, Sam, mate, you're in front of the customer. And this customer goes, yeah, bro, we're all in the Matrix. Like, there's nothing exists. And I'm like, oh, fucking hell.
Andrew Tate.
And then he fucking full goes in. They're just like, yeah, mate, there's no chance we were born in, like, at this moment, in this part of time, and like this thing. And I'm just like, oh, fucking here
Aliens,
we go.
bro.
Yeah.
And then, the aliens come out. They're like, how do you think
The
the pyramids
aliens.
are built? And we just started this rant. And Lauren, Sam's AAM, Associate Account Manager, was just sat there just like, 3 dudes just talking about aliens and pyramids. She's just there like, fucking hell, like, what the fuck? And we're all talking about how like we're a simulation and someone's controlling us and shit, and we're all just like puppets, mate. And literally, like, this is the kind of guy that once told me that he got high in Egypt and saw a fucking flying saucer go over the fucking pyramids. I'm like, Sam, he's the kind of guy that I would imagine wears a tinfoil hat on the weekend, mate.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, the guy is so deep in these conspiracies that it's just like...
Some of them are entertaining, though. It's
Yeah,
not
I
even
love it.
like
But
believable.
the one I was, obviously, I'd heard about recently. Did you hear the whole Epstein Island thing? The
Pizzagate.
Pizzagate.
Yeah.
Mate.
Fill me in, please.
Mate.
Hold the
Pizzagate.
thought.
No, you don't want to get filled in by this.
Oh, he's gonna-
Not by this
another thing.
pizza.
Yeah.
Sure.
We were chatting, and we were literally talking about this whole Pizzagate thing because I'd never heard of this side of it, and obviously the whole
pretty
we've been
dark.
talking about, like, you see all the memes lately about Epstein Island and all the fucking, like, what's his, Stephen Hawking and shit. But Pizzagate was essentially this thing where apparently they had like code names and things like that. They'd say like, oh yeah, instead of like people's names, they were ordering pizzas. And there's one place in Washington that was like linked to like Bill Clinton or something.
So Bill Clinton would be like pepperoni.
No, but it was like apparently there's like loads of weird photos in the restaurant of like kids and stuff, and like people have like
The symbolism as well.
Yeah,
of like
yeah,
a circle
yeah.
means you like girls, and a triangle
Oh mate,
circle
it
means
was
you
wild,
like boys.
and like all these little
It's dark,
like,
man. 'Cause
all
that's
these-
real.
all
That's
these,
not.
yeah,
That's
all
legit.
these
That's
like
true.
little
I
secret
haven't heard of
things.
this.
And yeah, they'd be like, oh yeah, can I like order a pizza instead of talking like fucking kids and shit? So any communication they'd have, and they thought that they were running this fucking human trafficking ring out of this pizzeria in Washington, and it's just I was like, I literally only started reading about it today.
Dark, bro.
But I was like, mate, this is so wild. Like all these things that like
John Podesta, I think, was
all
one of
these
the
fucking
names.
horrible people are fucking doing in the background.
There's it's mad. There's like an audio file of like them abusing some kid. It's wrong, man. It's fucked up.
Not heard that. I mean, I don't like looking at shit like that.
No, that's what I
don't
mean.
like going that deep. Like
You end
too
up
far,
you end
right?
up seeing this
I
shit
don't
on
watch the
Reddit,
news.
and
I
you're
don't
like,
watch the news.
I'm done.
Like, mate, literally, like,
I ain't reading
I
this
went
shit.
on Reddit for the first time in like 8 months yesterday, and like the third video that come up, it was like a Mexican dude chopping off some woman's head. I was like, let's leave it for another 8
Oh
months.
mate, I remember that when we lived together. There was one like Libyan one.
Mate, so many horrible...
I was like, I wish you'd never seen that. Or
It's
never
the-
showed
yeah,
me
like,
that.
I wish I could unsee this. Like, just
fuck
redact
me.
it from my memory.
It's
like,
the stuff you see, and for the next 3 days, it's all you think about. Like you're driving the car, and you're like, man.
In fact, like I hadn't thought about it till you fucking
yeah,
speaking about
sorry,
it.
Yeah, we brought it back up now. We brought it back up.
What
Mate,
I don't understand is it seems to be all of the most powerful people, the wealthiest people. It's always kids. Why?
Mate,
It does feel like
it's,
that, right?
It's like the naughty fucking thing.
Adrenochrome.
Mate, people just want to do shit that they're not allowed to do, right? And when they think they got enough money and enough power, they can do what the fuck they want. So like all these fucking... I'm not saying everyone that's fucking rich and wealthy is on a conspiracy or fucking kids. But like, I know they're obviously just general nonsense
It's cultist.
anyway.
It's very cultist.
But yeah, they're fucking like Illuminati-ists, aren't they?
Yeah.
Or some
Would they be
shit.
doing it without the money and power? I guess,
Mate,
maybe.
well, no, they wouldn't have the fucking island to do it on, mate.
Yeah,
that's for
yeah,
sure.
yeah,
Like,
Skull Island.
but saying what you were just
Could
saying,
be doing it
mate,
in the
like,
skag end of Hackney and one
read a fucking
council
great quote, mate. Fucking, we never forget what we endeavor to forget. Like, so whenever you want to forget something, you think about it and you can't forget it.
Indeed.
I was like, such a clever quote. So there you go.
Indeed.
Bit deep.
But the culture to the pod today.
Oh, yeah.
This has been a great sesh.
Mate, honestly, it's been a long sesh. Holy schmoly.
The flow is flowing.
The flow will be flowing, but now the flow is going from flow to flow, and
It's getting darker and darker
Yeah,
the
yeah,
further we go.
Do you dabble in the conspiracies, Jace?
I don't, to be honest. No, it's not.
Dad was on the let me ride 180 fucking
Yeah.
kilometers to forget about the world's troubles.
Yeah. it's not my kind of thing, but like, here's one thing I do believe in. Statistically, there has to be aliens out there.
Oh yeah.
Not visited this planet.
Stats don't lie.
But mate, no, there's definitely other life.
Yeah, the
There has-
numbers
like,
are just too big.
It's and I love watching like fucking. Do you like Neil deGrasse Tyson?
Everyone likes Neil
yeah.
deGrasse
Oh,
Tyson.
God.
Yeah.
The fucking mate. Honestly, he's almost like he's like second to the old Bill Nye, mate. Like motherfucker,
Yeah.
the space guy.
Yeah.
Like I love, mate.
He's
I
got
love
a
it.
space
Yeah,
tie on.
Neil deGrasse, the space guy.
He's probably watching this right now.
Yeah,
And the other dude that listens to him and goes, oh,
yeah. Mate, I fucking love him. I love listening to him. But like whenever he talks about it, like it's space is what it is. Like, I mean, when on space, actually, just on the conspiracy things, one of the guys said today was just like, oh yeah, there's definitely civilization on the dark side of the moon. I was like,
Oh,
fuck,
no,
here we
no.
go.
It's an album, for
No, like,
fuck's
there's-
sake.
yeah. I was just like, yeah, Pink Floyd, mate. They got high once, and now everyone believes them.
But it's not dark every 14 days.
Yeah. I mean, I literally said to him, I was like, if you had the choice, why would you live on the fucking side that's permanently dark? Like, come on, man.
I didn't know this until very recently. I assumed the moon was spinning like Earth is, but
No,
no, that
never,
shit is
ever.
glued.
Yeah.
And
Glued
actually,
to us.
Neil deGrasse Tyson, again, fucking kudos to him. He said about how the fact that there's, in the craters in the moon, some of them are so deep. The ones like at the poles where the light, kind of like our poles, they're so deep that where the sunlight doesn't hit it at all,
Goes through it.
there's no atmosphere, so it doesn't retain any heat. It is like zero and black.
Like 0 Kelvin.
Like even like when
0
the guys
degrees.
are on the moon, their shadows are black because
Yeah,
there's
of
nothing
course,
reflecting
yeah.
apart from maybe them and
Yeah.
the thing. But madness,
That's
man.
Mate,
crazy.
honestly, like,
Science.
Cool,
Mate,
man.
that's-
I love it.
It's cool.
Yeah, bitch.
Kingdom of Silence.
Mr. White. Nah, like, well, mate, you know what? Sometimes it gets fucking too crazy to even think about because, like, you're just sitting there and you're like, God damn, man, we're sitting here, 4 microphones on a sofa in some fucking environment we've made, chatting about this weird shit, and we don't know what else is there. Like, fucking, who's bumming kids or who's fucking flying over the fucking Candy Mountain.
Well, hold up, that escalated quickly.
Like the aliens
How can
over
I
the
segue
pyramids.
this back to nonsense?
Fuck the nonsense, man. Fuck the nonsense.
So that night out in True was pretty crazy. Segue back.
Yeah, that one time at True.
To pull it off the nonce topic.
Yeah, okay, sorry.
I used to work with the Aldershot Football Club.
I think about to say I used to work with kids. Do you know Alfie used to work with kids? He used to take photos of kids, actually.
Never brought this up on the podcast. It's really
The big boys.
The big boys!
Yay! I don't know why I'm cheering this nonce shit.
Did you just punch the shelf?
I did accidentally. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, I used to do some physio work with Aldershot Football Club.
Oh, wow.
And I was doing my placement work then when I was at uni, and one time the head physio left, so they had to get temporary physios in for each game. Nice. You know, I was there just doing my hours and stuff.
He's just there jerking them off,
rubbing dudes' legs.
Yeah, I was rubbing them up.
Oiling them up.
Yeah, and taping them up as well, actually.
Oh, yeah. You're taping up, Jason.
Yeah, a bit of the ankles.
Let me hide that sack for you. Just to the left, mate. Come on, hold it to the left.
So one day, like the physio that they just hire at random, or it's getting closer to game time. They're like, Jace, you might have to do the physio for us. You know, I'm like 4 months into learning at this point, and they're like,
Coach, I'm ready.
Yeah. They're like, what?
Tag me in, coach.
Yeah,
I'm ready.
Right before we're going out to the field, the physio just doesn't rock up. They're like, Jace, you got to step up. So basically, I just run into the physio room, grab any random bag from the top shelf, just so I've got something in my hands.
To look the part.
So
and run out to pitch side to the bench.
A fucking handbag.
He's just there. He's just got a fucking bag full of dildos, just like the fucking cold rods they shove up their assholes. Like,
Yeah, so I have no idea what is in this bag.
mate, dude's ringside.
And,
fucking, he's ready, mate.
Yeah.
He's like, put me in, coach. Put me in.
So about 20 minutes in, I'm like, please, nothing happen. One of our guys goes down. He takes a big hit. Thankfully, I know what it is. It's just a massive dead leg, basically. But I'm like,
It's dead. There's nothing we can do. We couldn't resuscitate it.
Yeah.
Or DNR, sorry. DNR.
Oh yeah, you actually picked up a bloody toolkit. You've got a saw in there.
Tourniquet.
Just fucking, He's like,
come on.
clamp it down, boys, clamp it down. You're going to have to bite on this, son, real hard. Why? The leg's got to come off. Sorry, mate, this is the end of your career. He's just there with a tear in his eye and all he's got is pins and needles. Jason's just 4 months in, like, the leg's got to go.
I remember
He's there with his Dark Age bag. He pulls out some leeches, just like, these will sort you out, lad. Just
I need to
fucking...
do some bloodletting.
I remember my first amputee.
Get some maggots on it, it'll be fine. Clean it right
Someone
out.
call it.
Time. Wrong game.
Red card.
So anyway, like this guy goes down, and I didn't have football boots, so like because they wet the pitch and the grass is so good, it's actually slipping.
Oh no!
So I'm like fucking ice skating onto the pitch, onto a player. I get down to it, I kneel down, I'm checking everything's all right, lift the leg up a little bit, try and get it moving for him, and I have the ref come over to me, and he's like, "Mate, if you're not going to do anything, get off the pitch."
Oh shit!
No.
Do you know what you're doing?
And I'm there like trying to go through my bag, and it's just like gauze. There's nothing in here. There's no sprays or anything like that. So I'm just there like shaking the leg.
Wake up!
You got this, just fucking...
Oh my god! It's airplane, isn't it? Or it's just like let me out of bed.
Let me try, yeah.
You gotta get a hold of yourself, woman.
Get a hold of yourself, man.
Line up your bats and stuff.
You got to fucking put a clip of that
That's
in now.
brilliant. I'm so throwing that.
That's the best scene of that whole movie.
Oh,
So
yeah, I
good.
love it. Just get
We got to take him to a hospital. Hospital? What is it?
It's a big building with
people.
patients in it.
But that's beside the point.
And don't call me Shirley.
Yeah. I was about to say. Surely you know what to do.
I don't.
I don't, but don't call me Shirley.
Brilliant.
The gift that keeps on giving.
I love that bit where he's landing and the sweat just starts.
Yeah.
Just there, just like,
That was you trying to figure out what to do.
he's just there, like, leg, please work.
I've got the ref in my ear, like, come on, mate, get off the pitch. You're not doing anything.
You ever seen a grown man naked, Timmy?
Have you ever taken a man's testicles to his legs?
You ever watch Sports Weekly, Timmy?
So good.
Oh, that got
that's
me.
such
That
a
got
good
me.
It's full of killers. That
So
one.
good.
I just
If
wanna
you've
tell you
not
about-
watched Aeroplane,
I got a lot
I'll
of
tell you one
clips.
thing. We're all counting them.
Got a lot of clips to throw out
Comes in
tonight.
like 6 times.
Oh, that's a good
You might as
show.
well just
you
put
know
a whole
what?
movie
Yeah,
on there.
yeah.
This
You know
way,
what?
man.
I think at this point, we need to fucking just press the button and put on autopilot, mate. Just fucking inflate it.
Yeah.
Yes.
The autopilot. Oh God, it's deflating. We need to pump it up. Where's the hose? And then the head, the face is just like,
Yeah.
oh mate, top
Classic.
quality film, classic. Mate, they don't make comedies like that anymore.
No.
People
They
get
stole
too
all the
offended.
jokes.
They
Yeah,
don't.
they
stole all the
used
jokes.
all the good jokes.
It's that
nothing
guy,
wrong.
Leslie Nielsen. What
Yeah.
absolute
Oh,
legend. Naked
absolutely.
Gun
Yeah.
series.
Oh,
Yeah,
so
Naked
good.
Gun is
Well,
so
the other
good.
one I want to see actually is Is it Wrongfully Accused or?
Oh, I don't know.
What's that
I don't
one?
know.
Is that a newer one?
No, these are all old.
Oh, they're all
man.
old.
Absolutely.
That's all I'm
classic.
sending Arthur at the moment.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
yeah,
keep
mate,
sending
honestly,
this
mate,
clip,
every
and
time
we've
I see
already
one-
seen them.
Every time I
But
see
we
one,
send them to each other, and it's like that's worth another
every
watch.
every time I see one, I'm just like, Arthur.
It's so.
Oh,
good.
you sent it to Arthur
Yeah,
as well?
oh, yeah. Literally
Yeah, I guess so,
every
yeah.
time. Both of you.
This is
probably
so
get them from me.
incestuous.
Like,
We're
it's just like, oh yeah, man. If I go on Arthur or Luke's thing, I'm just like, it's either SpongeBob or fucking Leslie, mate. Fucking just putting out the
So
memes,
good.
mate. Just so good.
Or Stephen Hawking flying onto Epstein.
Oh, there he is. There he is. Wait for it. Oh! Where'd that hand come from? He just lets go, like, please, not that hand again.
This could knows
second-
how to scratch.
It's
On
so
second
good.
thoughts, I get a Black Russian, and the
Yeah,
guy's
yeah,
like,
just-
"No, we're not going to do that."
Yeah, what was the first one?
Oh, we could just quote these all night.
Oh, mate, honestly,
Like, so-
watch those films.
Oh yeah, it was like a
honestly.
white
Pure
Russian or
genius.
Oh
something.
yeah, we'll have a
wasn't it?
white Russian comes over.
Yeah.
Second thoughts, another black Russian turns around and they're just like, nah,
Break the fourth
we
wall.
can't get one of those.
I don't think there are any.
Yeah, well, that's why they said no.
Yeah.
Not back then either. What's that? They're like 90s and 80s films, aren't they? They're so good though.
Yeah,
They didn't invent
90s,
black people
90s.
until the 90s.
Jesus Christ, beep it up.
Yeah, on that bombshell.
Yeah. On that note, I think that wraps us up for episode 33
33.
and
Maybe
some-
33.5.
Yeah,
Yeah, this
we'll
may
do
have been a
1.5.
two-parter, so
We'll
thanks
see.
for
You said us out,
listening.
Jason. What's the long story short?
What has been the long story short, Jason?
Yeah, so the moral of the story is if you're going onto a football pitch, you better know what you're doing.
If you're in True, go into the right
If you're in
toilets.
True, go to the right
Yeah,
toilets.
mate. Fucking don't wear
Yeah.
Crocs in True, mate. You'll lose them.
Yeah.
Stick straight to that floor.
If you're in a sprint triathlon, don't dry your toes.
If you want to get calves, get fat. Lose weight.
Get fat, then lose the weight.
Yeah.
Get those carbs.
Playing the long bolt game.
Oh, well, guys, I do appreciate you having me on.
Mate, it's been
I've had a great
absolutely
time.
brilliant.
I've had a great time.
Fantastic.
Yeah, well,
Next week, my dad.
Get you back on. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. We're Big Ron, the second viewer of the long story
He's
short.
the OG big boy.
The OG big boy, mate. Yeah, well, we'll talk about that next time.
In the meantime, turn those lights off. We'll see you next time.
Thanks for listening.